Makers. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette Fryer. I am the owner and maker of Julius-Peachy. First of all, I want to wish and hope that you all had a blessed Sunday. I know this past Sunday was Easter Sunday, so I hope you guys had a blessed Sunday. So for today's video, I thought I would do kind of y'all know I love ombre. Y'all know I love layering colors and things like that. So I thought I would do another kind of, what am I gonna call it? Safari theme, ombre neon kind of tumbler. Hey, let's just leave it at that. So I'm going to be using a whole lot of colors, just neon colors. It's just giving me all the spring vibes. Of course, I'm going to throw in a beautiful wrapped zebra print with this tumbler as well. And you guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So like I said, I am just going to be using a whole lot of colors, and layering is just my thing to do. I just love layering glitters. So once again, makers, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. There's going to be a lot more interesting content coming your way. Of course, summer is on the horizon. Spring is already here. So you guys, I am so feeling all the tumblers that I have like just jumbling around in my head. So it's just a whole lot of ideas that I want to get out to you guys. I am so excited about getting those tumblers out. So once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And also, if you have not, click that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. So I think that is enough for me. So if you want to craft along with me, just grab a tumbler and some supplies, and let's get into the video. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So I am starting out with a 20-ounce skinny straight from Craft Haven. I have went ahead and spray painted the cup with the colors that I'm going to be using. So nothing special here. So just some regular Rustoleum paint. I use pink, yellow, green, orange, and blue. So this just makes it easier when you apply your glitter, so you have maximum coverage as possible. So for this tumbler, we are going to be using the epoxy method to apply the glitter. All right, so let's get into the glitter colors. So once again, you guys know I love layering glitter colors, and it's the same thing we're gonna do with this ombre as well. So I'm going to be using Pink Taco by Very Humble Boutique, and also I'm just gonna place a little bit of Dance High by Itsy-Bitsy glitter on top of that. For my yellow, I am going to be using Lemon Heads by Peachy Olive Glitters. It is so pretty, you guys. It is a beautiful color. For my green, I am going to be using None of My Business by Very Humble Boutique. And for my orange kind of coral color, I'm going to be using Orange Julius by Peachy Olive Glitters. And for my blue, I am going to be using, I think it's Christian Grey by Girl Boss Glitters. Like I said many times before, this company is no longer operating, but I still have tons of glitters that I need to use, so I am going to use them. So once again, makers, if you have glitters that, you know, that's no longer, you know, that the company is no longer operating under or things like that, get those glitters out and have fun with them, okay? Just have fun with them and use up all those colors, because once again, you paid good money for those glitters. And get started. So off camera, I went ahead and applied my epoxy just to make it faster. So I just mixed about 10 mLs. I did not even use all of this. So we're gonna get started. So first, I'm gonna go in with my first color, which is the Pink Taco. And we're just gonna lightly sprinkle. So right now, we're just getting our colors down, just where they're gonna go. We're just not worried about blending so much here. On with Lemon Heads by Peachy Olive Glitters. Get that going. Go with None in My Business by Very Humble Glitter. This is blending really well with that yellow. It's so pretty. Going in with Orange Julius by Peachy Olive Glitters. It's such a pretty kind of coral orange. So pretty, you guys. Next we're gonna go in with Christian Grey by Girl Boss Glitters. Probably not supposed to be breathing in all this glitter, but oh y'all, I just love the smell of glitter. To save time, I did go back in and spray my cup with my hairspray, and I applied just the same colors over just to get a little bit more coverage. So right now we're just going to start the blending process, and I have mixed a little of the Dance on High. That's my second pink. That's by Itsy Bitsy Glitter, and we're just going to start blending these colors in. So I think I'm gonna turn the cup this way. I'm just gonna concentrate on this line. Going on. On today because I don't want to get glitter all on my hands. It's gonna be doing a lot of glittering, so it just makes it easier. See, I'm just concentrating on this line where the yellow meets the pink. It's going to take our yellow and do the same process where the yellow meets the green, just blending. Right, just take your time, get a feel for the colors that you're using, and make it happen. Get a nice little blend going on. We're gonna go in with our green and continue to blend. Blending until you're just happy with your blend. And have fun with it, you guys. So pretty. Going in with our corally orangey color. You overlap in some of those colors, they're turning into a different color, but that's okay. That's exactly what you want. Going in with our glue. And we're just gonna tilt it a little bit. Trying to make sure I stay in frame for you guys. How our blend is looking so far. I'm gonna go in with Red Rock, it's called Northside by Red Rock Glitter Girls, because I just want to add a little bit dimension to the cup, and I think this would just finish it off. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this on it. Looking amazing. I'm going a little bit more crazier with it than I thought I was gonna do, but hey, it's what I love to do. I love to layer glitter. It just gave it a ton more sparkle. It's kind of like an opal mix of different shades, different cuts, and it is so pretty. All right, you guys, so now I'm just gonna simply just take my parchment paper and roll my tumbler in it just to get all of these colors nice and flat, since we did layer a lot of glitter here. Just simply take your time here, no rush. Just you and your tumbler, and just making sure you get everything nice and flat. So one thing that I have learned about crafting is that crafting is supposed to be, it's truly therapy. And I just love to come in my craft room and just relax, no distractions, and just be creative. And I find that when I'm just taking my time and everything, I create the most beautiful designs. Guys, look at that. Ain't it pretty? All right, so of course I am going to pull the tape, and next I am going to let this dry probably overnight since we have a lot going on here. And then I am going to seal it with 2x matte clear. And also my favorite, I am going to also seal it with glitter glue by Rustoleum. And I am going to apply 2 thin coats of epoxy. But y'all, look at that blend. I think we are, I am definitely feeling these rainbow vibes. How about y'all? Here we are with our epoxy tumbler. Of course, using the glitter glue, only had to apply 1 hefty layer of epoxy, and that was good enough. That glitter glue works amazing in sealing your glitter. So after that was done, I went ahead and sanded the edges with my little sander tool, and the bottom edge as well, just to get it nice and smooth. Also cleaned the top, the inside, and the bottom. So now we are ready to apply our decal. I did want the glitter to be the star of the show, along with this zebra print. I am just really feeling this right now. And of course, with the neon colors, I thought this would just be a fun summer tumbler to do. So it's just giving me all the vibes. So for the decal, I went ahead and I found this decal in Etsy. I went ahead and sized it about 8 inches long and about 9.75 wide. That is the measurements that I got from measuring my cup from top to bottom, and also just simply taking a measuring tape and measuring the circumference of your tumbler as well. And if you put those same measurements within Design Space, is what I use, you would get a perfect cut every time when you're using a full vinyl wrap decal for your tumblers. So all I did was just measure here, and I measured the circumference. And also, you just want to also, since I tape off the top and the bottom of my tumblers, I just did a little overlap at the top and the bottom to extend past that. So I would just use my X-Acto knife to cut that off. So once again, this pattern is from Etsy. I will link the name of that vendor below. And I have simply went ahead to save time, cut it out, sized it, and applied my transfer paper to the decal. So now we're getting ready to apply it. Tumbler Buddy seems to be MIA, so I am just going to have to adjust fire on this and make it happen. So I'm just going to start by peeling. I do want this decal to go up and down, so I'm just going to get it started. However, I did want to kind of establish that straight line, so let's do that first. So you guys, in order to establish a straight line, I am simply just going to use my little Fiskars measuring tool here. And inside, you know, it has a little wire piece. So I'm just going to butt my tumbler up against that portion. And I'm just going to take a permanent or semi-permanent marker and just do a little dot in a spot so I can kind of get where lines. So I just did a little semi-dot here and there. So hopefully that would give me a straight line when I'm placing my decal on. I just applied some painter's tape at the top and the bottom just to establish a starting point as to where I want to place my decal. And hopefully that would allow me to place it. Of course, I'm using my remote because I cannot find my Tumbler Buddy. So right now I am just going to get the decal started. And I'm just going to butt the edges, since when I cut the transfer paper, I cut everything edge to edge with the decal. So hopefully that would give me exactly what I need. I'm just adjusting here. All right. So now I am just going to simply start rolling this on. And of course, take your time. And I'm just using my thumbs just to apply it and just make sure everything is staying nice and smooth. I did have to lift up here as you saw me do, but no biggie. So as I'm still going around, I'm just slowly pushing the backer away from the decal. Alright, so take your time, you're in no hurry. Alright, before I get to the back of the decal, I am just going to simply remove that tape. I'm just going to remove the rest of my vinyl, my backer away. And I'm just simply lifting it back because I did see a little puffy area going on. So just use your fingers and go up and down. Make sure you get everything nice and smooth. All right. Alright, when we get to the back where they connect, and it really doesn't matter since, you know, the zebra pattern is kind of abstract here, I am going to kind of let it overlap just a tad, and then hopefully I can go back and clean that up with my X-Acto knife. Alright, so you guys, we have that all on there. Isn't it pretty? All right, you guys, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna simply have to take my X-Acto knife and cut away the excess, because this vinyl needs something to hold on to before I can pull the entire biker away from the decal. So I'm gonna speed that up and do that. I'm simply just taking my X-Acto knife and cutting away the excess and pushing down that vinyl at the edge. I'm gonna do that from the top and the bottom. You guys, now that I have the edges cut away, and I could not use my little buddy, the edge cutter, because there was not an even, the vinyl was not laying down, the transfer paper and the vinyl was not laying down, so I could not get an even cut. So I simply had to just use my X-Acto tool to get an even cut. So right now I am going to simply have to take each piece and kind of pull it away from the transfer paper to get everything to lift off smoothly, because the problem is these edges here, because they're not laying down smoothly because of the bulkiness of the transfer paper. So I have to do each little edge piece by piece to make sure it lays down smoothly and I can pull the entire biker away. So I'm going to simply speed this process up. I'm going to let you guys see that process, but it is going to take a minute. Of course, this is going to be sped up. So now that we have our edges started and everything is laying down, I can continue to pull the transfer paper away from the decal. Like I said, the problem was getting these edges right here to lay down. So that's why I had to go in with an X-Acto knife and cut everything away from the transfer paper so everything will lay smoothly. So right now we're just going to simply, and maybe I won't have to do nothing to the bottom part. We're just going to simply remove the the transfer paper from the entire thing, and maybe the bottom part will just fall into place. Let's see. Yes, so that seems to be the case. So I am just going to continue to pull at an angle, trying to keep everything laying down. If you see something lifting, just go back and fix it. All right, so the key is just slow and steady. All right, y'all look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I'm just going back through. Of course, you know where our seam is. I'm probably just going to put another piece of vinyl here just to kind of, I have a little extra piece just to kind of overlap and close that in, because I don't like that little gap thing right here, but I don't think it really matters. So pretty. All right, you guys, I did go back and just add a piece of vinyl here. I don't know if I will leave it. I just kind of didn't like that. That was kind of like a cut off gap thingy here, but now that I look at it, I don't think it would look good under epoxy, so I think I'm just gonna remove it. Yeah, I don't think it, yeah, because I have other little cut areas in here, so I don't think it really matters. However, I am going to, before I put this on the toner, I am going to seal it with a coat of clear coat, because these edges up here, I think they can be very problematic, you know, lifting. So I want to make sure they're nice and flat. I just don't want anything lifting when I put my coat of epoxy on it. So I am going to seal that, and then after that, this is all I'm going to apply to this tumbler. Like I said, I wanted the glitter and the zebra stripes to be the star of the show, and I think that is just enough. So now I am just going to seal it and then apply 2 thin coats of epoxy, and we will be on to finishing up this amazing tumbler. Makers, here she is. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, it is so pretty. Look at that ombre. Look at those colors. Oh my God. So as you guys saw that when I was blending these colors, it was kind of like almost effortless, because what I found out, if I just relax and just have time, just have fun when I'm doing ombre and not just kind of get all stressed out, it kind of allows my creativity to come to life, and I can just make beautiful things happen. So that's what I urge you guys when you're creating tumblers. Just get in a relaxed space and just be in your own vibe. Just be in your own vibe, and hey, you can create something beautiful. So like I said, therapy to me, crafting to me is like a form of therapy. Of course, we all need some form of therapy in our lives with everything that's going on in the world today. And y'all, crafting does it for me. I am so proud of this tumbler. Of course, we had a little issues with lifting the edges and trying to get them laid down. But however, I was just persistent. And once again, I was calm and I just made it happen. So you just have to be patient, and I just lifted those. And then as you saw, we just pulled the entire transfer paper from the tumbler. And of course, I sealed everything with a quick coat just to make sure all of these pieces, because this is vinyl, just to make sure everything was laid down completely and everything was nice and smooth. And I went over it with 2 thin coats of epoxy. However, I did put a little bit of Bright by Peachy Olive glitter just to give it some sparkle, and y'all, it just hit the touch. So I am going to actually place this on my site. So there are a couple of you that have reached out to me and bought a couple of tumblers that I have shown you on my videos. So I'm going to place this on my website and link that below, and also it will be placed in my Etsy shop as well. So just let me know if you would like to purchase this tumbler, or if you have someone that, just likes this vibe just as much as I do. So this will be placed in my Etsy store and my website as well, and I can do it custom as well. So if you want this particular tumbler, I can also put a name on it. So no problem there. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this tumbler. It was so much fun to make. Y'all, I'm just so excited about this pattern. I may do something like this with leopard spots or things like that, but I don't know. This zebra print is just giving me all the vibes. It's just giving me all the vibes. That's all I gotta say. It's just giving me all the vibes. So you guys, I'm curious as you're gonna have to create something like this for yourselves. And if you have questions as to how create this tumbler, and just put those in the comments below, and I will gladly reach out to you. I'm very active in my comment section, so don't be afraid to comment. I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. All right, you guys, so let's create something beautiful. So once again, for today's video, I do have a quote. All right, you guys, the quote for today's video is, you ready? You ready? You ready? I know I am. Smile, happy, looks good on you. Y'all, if you have not noticed, I love smiling. I don't know, every time I meet someone, they're like, oh my God, you just have such a calm demeanor. And some of you guys have said that in the comments below. But I don't know, I just think when you smile, that just brings out the best in you, and people just know that you're in a good mood. Even when I'm just having one of my worst days, I kind of push myself to smile. So that's what I urge you guys to do. Get up in the morning, brush those teeth, do what you gotta do. Hey, and let's just make those best features, put those best features forward and smile. A smile will get your day started, the right way, and you feel motivated. At least that is what works for me. So when I'm smiling and I feel motivated, hey, my day goes really, really well. So I urge you to do that as well. Smile, ladies, smile crafters, smile makers, let's do it. All right, so you guys, so I know I said that I will release the winner of the giveaway. However, I do want to extend that another week just to give some more people to enter. However, because I noticed that I did have my thumbnail missing in there, so I don't think it was showing as much on the feed. So I am going to extend that giveaway until next week. And I will come back on here on the 25th of April and announce the winner for that giveaway. So you guys, so stay tuned for that. So I just want to give a lot more people a chance to enter. So I think that will work out the best. All right. So once again, makers, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you on board. And of course, I have created a new Facebook group. As I've mentioned before, the link to that group will be placed in the description below. So feel free to come on in and join us. Join us. We're having loads of fun, and I am loving all of the tumblers and the comments that you guys are placing within that group. It means the world to me, so I hope you guys are getting some inspiration as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please, once again, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you on board. So you guys, makers, until the next video, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one. And keep creating. I forgot to say that. Keep creating and keep smiling. Once again, makers, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you on board. Also, I have created a new Facebook group in which we all gain inspiration from others. It is a safe space to create and share. The link to the group is listed below. Until next time, stay blessed and continue creating.